Hello everyone, welcome back to Dreams of Arkos here on Dork Tales. I am your Dungeon Master Kelle, and I'm very excited to be here today. I'm rocking the he/him pronouns, and we are rocking our return tonight to, today to Dreams of Arkos. Sans Amy, because Amy is studying for an exam, but that's fine. We got plenty that we have to do before we head to the place where nothing bad happens at all. So tonight's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be getting back into the swing of things after a couple of months off, a month and a bit off because of the holidays, and then some cancellations. But now we are back. I got to move people's determinations because people like multi-classed. But yeah, while I'm doing that, let's go ahead and say hello to people, and let's start with Robin. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing pretty great. I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns. I'm second gen gamer in the chat. And today I am playing, I'm hesitating on the pronunciation, Deianera, because it changes. Deianera. I forget how my own name is said. Our centaur, yeah, my name is Robin. Deianera?
I think you're Deianera.
Deianera.
If I remember correctly, you're Deianera.
Yeah, the Deianera and then the Nightenera, and so
I mean, I'm Nightenera now because she multi-classed to be a war cleric of Mab in the last episode, which
true.
The party may or may. I don't think the party quite knows. She just went kind of goth, and she no longer has the black spot on her.
Got some emo happening over there.
Chest. Yeah, her eyes are wearing black contacts, so she has black eyes. And yeah, so she is a ranger cleric, clanger.
Raric.
A Raric. I'm a Raric. And yeah, I'm excited to get into it with her Stimfey companion Sophos, the mechanically hawk. Yeah. It's been a while. I'm super looking forward to this. Because I was loving a horse.
You're feeling a little hoarse.
I baited you into that one.
It's true. All right. Over the corner, we've got Amy. Thanks, Amy. All right. Down to Millie.
Oh, great. That's me. Hi. Millie and or bunny-hearted, she and her or they and them pronouns. I'm really excited to be back. I'm a Gemini. I'm very excited to return to playing Tyria Zenos, our Minotaur Artificer with mouse and canary. Cute little artificial beans. Squeak, squeak, caw, etc.
Nice. Next to you, we've got Kelle.
Hi, I'm Kelle from up the road. Sorry, cats. And I use she, her pronouns, and I am excited to be back. I've missed this wig. I kind of feel like it's my own hair almost. And I am playing the lovely Mystredo, the Gorgon Medusae cleric. And is she a cleric? Yeah, she's a cleric. No, she's a druid. Yes.
We haven't played this game in so long we forgot our classes.
I know, I forgot everything. No, she's a wonderful druid, and she has, great, like she has her own cheering section. They're very quiet, not obtrusive. They just kind of go, literally. And yeah, I'm thrilled to be back. Mystredo is also she, her pronouns, and yeah, I'm very excited.
Nice. Next to you, we've got Traz.
Oh, hi, I am Trez. I use he, him pronouns, and today I'll be playing Forn. He uses he, they, our dragon monk barian, angry dragon monk. I don't know, something like that.
The Rage of Dragon.
Yes.
Right. It's good to have everybody back. Sans Amy. Amy, hurry back. All right, so folks, before we begin, I'll need to give a recap because it's been a couple months, but I also want to thank our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games. Bookwyrm Games is a fantastic place for you to get dice, and very soon you are going to be able to access something else. I'm going to share a link in our chat right now, but very soon you will be able to buy fungal familiar pins. They are very excited about this, so take a look at this backer kit right now. It is a whole bunch.
I didn't realize they're doing two pins. One is fungal familiars, and then also, what was it? Cute creatures or something. So they're doing
Yeah.
2 of them.
There's a lot of great stuff. So sign up if you love pins. Robin is a pin hound. I think Millie's a pin hound. I know Kelle's a pin hound. And
It's the only thing that goes through all the denim I wear as a maritimer. Legally required to have like 7 pounds of denim on at any time, so it's got to be pins.
Yeah, that's true.
so
Mine are all in my knitting
besides
bag.
that, you can get a ton of cool stuff at Bookwyrm Games, and you can save 15% when you use code DorkTales. You can even get stuff like, Millie, do you have something to show off?
I do. They're so
What did-
cute. They're so
So-
cute.
oh,
Look at
hold
their
on.
little face.
It's green screened out.
Oh, of course they're green screened out. Oh no,
It is a
hang on.
fr-
What if I come up this way and they won't be detected by the green screen? Oh no.
Still getting caught. Still
They're a
getting caught by it.
mysterious frog. Ooh.
It's a frog with a hat.
Hmm.
Like all good frogs.
They're an adorable frog with a hat. And also trans
adorable.
rights dice, which I put in my extra life dice container. They're really pretty. Ooh.
What? Are you saying trans rights or human rights?
Trans rights are human rights.
What?
And rights too. Words are hard. These are from Raven with Baubles, who got them for me for a really sweet little gift. Yeah.
Oh.
They're
That's so
very,
lovely.
very sweet. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Raven, for buying
Raven
lots of
is
presents
a
for
lovely
lots of
person.
members of the team here. And thank you, Bookwyrm Games, for sponsoring us. You guys are amazing, and you can get some amazing dice from them right now at their site, Bookwyrm Games.
Also,
thank-
Froggo Familiar fits perfectly over a monitor, so they can like sort of. I know you can't see them; they're a stealth Froggo, but they can perch ominously at all times. So I just have a cool frog hanging on my monitor now. Yeah,
I have a large dragon that's very long that won't do that, but man, now I need to get a small familiar to put that on my monitor.
You could wrap it around your ring light.
I could.
You could.
I could.
You could. I'm just saying.
Mhm,
You don't have to, but you could. Thank you so much, Bookwyrm Games. Another thing that I wanted to announce to everybody is that we finally announced what is occurring after Strixhaven Year 4 ends, which is running live right now on, well, not right now, but technically always, over on our Patreon. So, hey, if you'd like to support the stream, join our Patreon, get a bunch of additional content. For as little as $5 a month, you can add to the milieu of content. Star Trek Adventures is coming back in a few weeks, which will start being released publicly in not too long. And after Strixhaven, you are going to be joining us for a nice trip to the Nine Hells with Descent into Avernus. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I look forward to not running it for you because I got somebody else who I've suckered into that position so I can paint my face. And Kelle, go grab a pen. I have many things for you to write. Okay, so other things that you need to know are you're awesome. Happy New Year. There will be a wrap-up video from 2023 that will eventually go up. Because as we all know, Ylos' calendar begins in February after Last Frost. So that'll happen. This is what happens when I get sick after people get me some stuff in late, and I'm waiting for a few people. Hey! Yeah, and one person in our private chat right now still has time to record theirs. I was trying not to out you, but okay, sure.
I mean, I
Let's
have
do
been
it.
out for 11 years. It's all right. It could be worse.
Good for you. Good for you. And your brother assumed for way longer.
Yeah, probably.
Don't you love it when people come out and like the response is, finally. we waited for you to get
I
there
mean,
on
I
your
think
own.
it's kind of cute. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't gonna rush you, but damn. Sure made buying
I
Christmas
think it's a
presents
very
rough.
Time's
I
ticking.
think it's very cute for like the acceptance now, where it's like yeah, duh, thank
Mhm.
you. Like it's very big and very like it's a very milestone moment to do that. But when you're people that you're around that love, you're just like, yeah, we know. Thank you for finally doing it. It's one of those like, oh,
Mhm.
it's so nice that it's that accepted that it's slowly
Yeah.
becoming. It's not
It's not a
as
deal.
much of a secret to hide away.
Yeah.
It's like, great, we know. We
So-
love you.
That's one of my favorite ones is the story of the guy who was like, yeah, I finally came out to my parents and was like, hey, I'm gay. And they said, okay, same rule as your sister, no boys in your room. I was like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, was it a couple years ago? One of my siblings was like, "Hey, I'm bi." I'm like, "Yeah, I already kind of figured that out." It's like, "Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, what?"
Yeah, all the banging chicks and dudes kind of tip me off. Also, you went to prom in a tux. Assuming that this is one of your sisters.
No, she's very girly.
Okay.
I don't think has she worn a tux though? I don't think so.
That's generally like if you went to prom or grad in a suit and you're like, I'm straight. You're like, no, you're not. Maybe you are, but no one I've ever met who's done that is. It's always like, aha. Well, we'll catch up eventually.
Yeah.
Besides that, does anybody have anything that they need to share or talk to the audience about?
Yes, Mike and I have been watching. I hate the love and dating reality shows that are all over the place, like Married at First Sight. Bleh, blind love thing. Love is Blind.
Oh, yeah, Robin and I watched that. That was a choice.
I know. I hate watch it, but the one that we are absolutely in love with, Love on the Spectrum on Netflix. It is nice. It's people who are on the autism spectrum and starting dating for the first time, and it is the purest, sweetest, nicest thing. And talk about acceptance. All the families are just like everybody's biggest cheerleaders, and it's amazing. And if you need something to just kind of restore your faith in humanity, that's done it for me this weekend. So
perfect.
I'm
all right. So
thrilled with
besides
it.
that, the other thing is that Bunny might lose power because there's a snowstorm on the East Coast. So if you lose power, Tyria, you're just going off to you'll be carried off to your bedroom for the night.
Sounds
it's your
good
wedding
to me.
night. So.
Aww.
Havana,
Romantic and a little bit frosty.
Romantic and frosty.
I mean,
Yeah, we're in the midst of a blizzard. I can see about a meter outside the window right now, so
Nice.
it's a bit adventurous.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's
All
fine.
right. So without further ado, let's head into game. Oh, that was loud.
I heard that, yeah.
Okay. This is how. Oh, there we go. All right. Last time on Dreams of Arkos, you all participated in not only the ceremony that determined the fate of the Wild Hunt, but a different ceremony. One that determined Tyria's fate. The wedding was quick, as was the ceremonial choice of who to support the Wild Hunt. After a bit of talking and machinations, you made an allegiance with the Unseelie Court. Deianera used this in order to heal the wound that had been inflicted on her by that group of bloodthirsty satyrs. Others had their own reasons for it. Besides that, you learned a bit of a prophecy from a series of hags that you met, and of course, the most powerful of which was Betty. After that, you all prepared to traverse into the land of dreams. But before you did that, it was time to spend a bit of time preparing, which is where our game is going to take place. You find yourself in the middle of the hall. Merriment continues around you. A couple of, we'll say butlers, for lack of a better word, servants, sylphs, swirlings of leaves, and cold autumn winds escort you to chambers for you to sleep in. The chambers are wreathed with lilac that blooms in front of you. However, when it blooms directly into other flowers at your gaze or a touch. Sometimes shifting into fruit, shifting into petals, shifting into rosebuds and thorns. Most of the columns that hold up the marbled ceilings undulate and writhe with these brambles and thorns. Everything inside of here smells like exotic spices, like the moment before waking from a dream, like the tingle in the tip of your nose after a sneeze. And everything that you touch has a slight numbing haze to it, as if your fingertips had fallen asleep just a moment before brushing the silken sheets, the cottony duvets, or any of the lush, textured fabrics that drape over the windows, the sofas, and more. You are each led to a chamber, large and suited toward your own particular whims. Can I get a perception roll off of everyone as they head into their chambers, as are brought to them? And I am looking for an 18 plus.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a
I
20.
forgot Tyria is one of my characters. You can actually perceive things and
Ooh.
balls it right up.
Oh, me too. I rolled a 6.
6?
So I got it's
Yo,
13
I also
total.
rolled a 6. Let's go.
All
I got
right.
13.
13. All right. So as you
13.
are heading into your room, Mystredo, yours is warm and plush, with torch sconces hanging on the walls that fill the room with a glowing orange just hue that saturates all of the rich upholstery, all of the comfort. It is not ostentatious. It is simple, but everything is of very high quality, of a luxury that you have not known. The thread count on the sheets, the plushness of the cushions. This is the most comfortable room that you've ever seen. Deianera, your room is situated with a low bed. Tremendous cushions, easy for a centaur to lay upon. More of a lounge space than an actual bedroom. There are plants hanging everywhere, peppering the walls, ivy that hangs down from hanging vases, lights that dance inside of basins to light the room and to give you just a sense of additional space. It smells like wildflowers and grass. Gwylan is heralded off to a room with a waterbed, and Forn, as you enter a room, you will see that it is for just a second, it is a small chamber, austere in its severity and Spartanness. But as you step inside, you will just notice that for a moment, as a haze, like oil evaporating on a street, washes over it. And suddenly, it is comfortable. The bed swirls from a cot into a four-post. Candelabras, dripping black wax, dangle from the roof above you, sprouting like stalks from a root. You will watch as a wave takes this chamber and transforms it into something akin to your comfort. And Tyria, you are taken to a room with a massive Comorian king-sized bed, shaped round on a pedestal, but on a dais at least.
King-sized in Minotaur scale or in regulation humanoid
A Comorian
scale?
king is designed probably for minotaurs or polyamorous couples. Thruples, quintuples. It is, so picture like a California king and add an extra half.
Sounds good.
There are mirrors everywhere, both refracting light
yeah?
to make the place look larger, but also to give you a number of views and vantage points. The architecture inside of here is sharp-cornered. It's articulate. It's built by an engineer. You'll also see there is a gift basket of meats and fruits and cheeses along one of the dressers, which is hewn directly from marble and animal ivory. Your husband enters with you and looks around. Raja takes it all in. This is nice room, yeah?
Tapping on the mirrors. Pretty solid workmanship, actually.
I
the
see
seam
many
here.
beautiful ladies in here now. He wraps a hand around
We'll
your waist
pose
from
dramatically.
behind. Hmm. I would like to just spend some time with you here, right now. But I think your friends might need you.
Gonna try to push them. They can wait.
Oof. Okay.
They can wait.
My bride.
Got stuff to do, but not yet.
Behind you, one of the wispy air elementals made of autumnal leaves is going to just kind of reach forward and shut your door.
She'll give it a little wave on the way out.
As she shuts the door from the outside, the camera will see as she reaches into like the core of her being, plucks a large leaf, wraps it around the doorknob.
It says like "Do not disturb."
Yeah.
Gold embroidery on the leaf.
Just it burns onto it.
Cute.
All right, and I think we'll just let that. Is there anything else you want to do in that room, or should we just leave that with them?
No, I think we should leave it. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good.
I should say also on these the new trans rights dice, I just rolled them for funsies. My first roll was a 20, so I feel like I've now wasted that. But
no,
I feel like it should be known that the first roll was a 20.
Well, we know what that roll was for then. That was for sexy times. So congrats on your nat 20 from
Perception
sexy
of the
times.
architecture of the mirrors. Oh, right, that.
Yes, which you're probably getting a face full of while you're facing a direction.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Love to face directions. Big
Love
fan
to
myself.
face directions. Oh, what a load of bull.
Something receiving
Something,
a load of ball.
Yeah. Where's the beef? Oh. All right, so.
Some BS, but it's not shit.
All right, back in. I have so many bad Greek jokes to share. So back out in your own individualized chambers, what are you all doing while Tyria is enjoying the celebration?
I think Deianera is doing a real full examination of herself and her abilities, just not quite believing that it just went away that fast and wanting to make sure that she actually feels good.
As
I guess.
you are touching that and like looking at yourself in the mirror, the room's lighting will shift. And as it does, you will see the sconces on the walls will begin to glow with a purple light. You seem confused. A voice as cool as a winter breeze runs up your spine, and you realize that inside of your room you are not alone anymore. The pale face of Queen Mab stands near you.
My lady.
Are you finding your accommodations comfortable?
Yes. Quite comfortable. Reminds me of my island. And I do not doubt your abilities. I just I just needed to confirm myself. They always talk about you cannot believe what you see or feel in the Fey Wild. I know of being Fey myself, but I had to make sure. I do not doubt your power and your gift.
Nor should you. You will be bringing back worship to your people when this is all over. Should your mission succeed, and should you return from the realm of dreams, you will be my priestess. You will be a prophet to your tribe. Yes?
Yes, of course.
You will convince them of my worship.
There is no convincing. We have become... We were followers of Soph before. But I believe we can... adapt and change.
Soph is grounded in the natural world. But you centaurs are a little bit of both, aren't you?
Yes.
I think that the howl of the waves can make room for competition. They never were a jealous god.
That is why we took up their worship. Natural order, not jealous. Are you a jealous ruler?
I am an absolute ruler. Am I jealous? I know what I possess, and I know that others will seek to possess the things that I possess. Is it jealousy to know that others are envious of you and to make plans accordingly?
No, that is battle strategy.
Battle strategy. Then perhaps I need to focus more on battle strategy, given what is likely coming our way. My sister will not be pleased with the result of today's votes.
You fear she will try to take back?
No, but you should. She will abide by the contract, but she may be very, very angry at those who she'll see as having betrayed her trust. But you'll find that we do honor our bargains. And she's going to say that, and where you are, like, checking your wound, she's going to place her hand right on that part of your chest, just the fingertips. And when I say fingertips, I want you to imagine her fingers are so slim. They're like pens, right? Just that tapering down. But that's not it. The nails that come off of her are perhaps 3 maybe 4 inches past the tips of her fingers, and it is only the needle-like tips of that will trace around the flesh that is now healed. Yes, we do keep our bargains. Do know this, though, Deianera. You were cursed by magic that evoked the wrath of a titan. I have bound this inside of you, but it is still with you. As long as I have your heart, she taps your flesh. You have nothing to worry about. I protect my own. Do you understand?
Yes. My lady.
Perfect. You should assemble your friends. They should prepare. You have quite a journey ahead of you if you wish to succeed in your mission. We have another guest here right now, inside of the library, who might be able to help you, as well as the hags and any others here. Oh, I believe there's something as well for your masked friend.
Oh?
Take him down into the dungeon. There's something waiting for him there.
It will be done. And I must clarify, when you say my heart belongs to you, do you mean that in every way?
I mean, your devotion belongs to me. Why, do you wish to offer your eternal romantic love?
No, I have someone I want to get back to. She possesses my heart.
And Mab is going to look at you, and her eyes are going to glow purple for just a moment. And you can see this capricious nature rise. Actually, make me an insight roll. I want to see if you can do this.
Okay, all right. Insight.
Insight.
Okay, +7 insight. Great. Do we start the game with a point of determination, the homebrews?
Inspiration, yeah, but you also have
Inspiration. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my inspiration because I rolled a 3.
Oh, getting real sick of that 3.
Oh, there we go. 15 + 7 is 22.
22. Sorry, I just had to readjust your green screen. 22. You can see a malicious glee cross her eyes, and she will lean in. Now, you're looking at a mirror. She's standing behind you during this conversation, and her fingernails are going to begin to slide up your chest, right along the nape of your throat, and just caress around the edges. And then with one of those needle-like nails, she's going to catch you just under the chin and raise you to look at her. Somehow, at your height, she is still slightly above your eye level in this mirror. And as she raises you She will put those ice-cold lips next to your ear and will say, "She has your heart. But does she have your body?" Perhaps it would be a shame to ruin you for all other creatures. Cutting out. Mystredo. You are going to be inside of your room. I love chaotic Fey and sex appeal. Like, it's just so good. It's just like, oh yeah, I rolled the dice to activate her. I want to fuck with this card.
I love it so much. It's perfect. It's like, it's funny because Deianera's just been like, I want to save myself, and then like suddenly it's like, oh yeah, then what did I have? What did I get myself into?
Yep. Okay.
Mystredo, your door will receive a little bit of a knock on it. Just a little. Hello? Is this,
Yes?
Mistress Mystredo?
Yes?
My name is Patroclus. I'm here to help you relax.
Oh?
Yes, I'm... may I enter?
Sure? Yes?
Your door will open,
Come in.
and a young man of about his early 20s will enter. He's very fit, athletic build, strong and sturdy. He's carrying a wash basin and has a satchel dangling over his shoulder with a bunch of visible vials. He smells vaguely like an apothecary. The basin has a writhing, shivering sponge in it that seems to be almost drifting itself on the oiled water inside of the basin. Kind of almost like it's doing the backstroke.
Well, as long as it's happy.
I'm a
Seems very comfortable in
masseuse
there.
and I'm a masseuse and a
You're a moose?
masseuse.
Oh, I'm
I,
sorry.
I perform massages and cosmetic treatments to a certain extent.
Oh.
The lords and lady of Fey have asked that I aid you and prepare you for relaxation, if you would like.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm curious to see what you've brought with you. That looks interesting.
A number of herbs and oils from all across your
Oh.
world and across the Fey Wild.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
There's a
Oh,
wash
yes,
basin
that's-
inside of this room.
I think there must be.
Behind a curtain, you will see that there is a small pillared
Oh.
washroom, small pillared by about the size of someone's normal
Yeah.
bedroom, with an immense claw-footed, griffin-footed tub inside of it.
Oh, yes, here. Yes, right here.
Can you be more specific? He takes a step forward, and as he does, you get a good look at him, and you can see that his eyes are a brilliant pale blue, but so blue that there's obviously something wrong with them.
Yeah.
And he looks at you without looking at you. His eyes...
Magic.
You think he's blind, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't actually see.
It makes it very easy for me to provide services without making others uncomfortable.
Oh. Oh, I never
Is-
thought of that.
The basin to my right or my left?
Well, here, come with me. Can I take you over to it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How do you usually do that? Should I take your hand? Do you?
My hands are full, but
How do
you
you
can
do
grab me
this?
by the elbow
Oh.
if you would like.
Oh, okay. Would you like me to carry anything?
No, I couldn't let you do that. Just take,
Okay.
if you direct me to the basin and then take off your clothes.
Sure. Okay. Well, let's start with the basin. And she'll gently, carefully, not trying to be too standoffish, take him to the basin.
Nice.
Um,
He has a very well-muscled forearm leading into that elbow that you can't help but notice. He's very
well,
fit.
I mean, you'd have to be if you're a masseuse. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
hard work. I
it is
appreciate
very
that.
hard work.
Yeah.
And as you take him over, he will begin like filling the tub, which basically raises almost like a tide would. Within about 6 seconds, this tub is full of water, piping hot.
Ooh. Okay. How hot? She's gonna touch with her fingers.
It is, I'd say, hot. I would say it is as hot as is comically referred to as what women usually have. You know, like the if a guy touched this, they would be scalded type of joke. So I'd say the nice like
Gotcha.
110, 115 degrees in Fahrenheit, like jacuzzi
yes.
temp.
Yes. Perfect. Okay.
What are your favorite scents?
Oh.
Are you feeling inflamed, stressed, exhausted?
Honestly, I feel more worried.
Worried?
Yeah.
Of course. I can absolutely help with that. Let's see. He reaches into the satchel, pulls out several vials, and begins mixing some of the herbs and oils. Let's
Just
see.
definitely interested to see, the vials and like how.
Make me a
I mean, is he
medicine roll
just? Yeah. Okay.
as he's pulling these out.
Okay. Let me grab my trusty iPad.
Trusty
And-
iPad.
Trusty iPad. I guess that's... Wow! That didn't... Okay, that's gone.
gone
So it's 17 plus 4, 21.
21?
21.
He's going to be pulling them out, and as he is doing so, you're getting a look and smell at them. You're going to recognize what each of them is. He will mention them by name as he pulls them out, and we'll start to fill the tub with them. The first is a sweet-scented one that he identifies as woodruff. You will immediately know this as Gallium odoratum. Which is a sweet-selling calming balm that is normally used in relaxation.
I know woodruff, yeah.
Yep. He's going to put yellow dock in
sweet
it as well, which is Rumix crispus, detoxifying, skin health, traditionally used for cleansing. A little bit of, blue vervain, which, of course, is Verbena hastata, relaxing, soothing, used for stress relief. He'll put in a little bit of linden or Talalia superpore, and Achillea, which is Achillea millefolium. Healing, anti-inflammatory, used for skin ailments as well, but also just like travel dryness. And then the final thing that he will put in, just for a little bit of scent, he will put in a little bit of cinnamon, which you'll recognize immediately, as well as a bit of mint, and a bit of anise. to give it a little bit of a pungency to it.
More of a warming fragrance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he will pull out a ladle and begin to mix the bath with it.
That all smells very nice.
It should
Do
be
you-
very...
Yes.
Yes.
Do you just go by? Are you just able to tell what they are by scent?
Yes.
I hope you don't mind me asking.
Of course. No, not at all. You may look through any of my belongings if you'd like.
Oh,
You know herbs?
Some, yes. There's many I haven't come across. I've spent most of my life on an island, really.
Must have been very peaceful.
No, not really. Well, it was quiet, but no. As challenging as this journey has been, I think it's probably better than my life on that island, to be honest.
Are you happier here?
I don't know. No, nobody's asked that. I mean, I guess so. I mean, nobody treats me like an outcast or to be feared.
Why would you be feared?
Did they not tell you?
I know that you're an honored guest, but you, if I may say so, you sound very sweet.
That's nice of you to say. I'm a Gorgon.
So, is it true? Do you have, he gestures to
Snakes?
his curled hair. Snakes. His hair?
Yes. Well, there's snakes in my hair. It's a little bit of a myth that it's all my hair are snakes, but no, they live in my hair. They live with me.
That's...
You can talk to them.
First, I should change something, though. One moment. And he'll flip through his
okay.
vials and will look kind of off into space for a minute before he grabs one. And if they are going into the bath with you, I should probably also add some cypress.
Oh.
It's good for
Well-
scales.
Oh. Well, I don't know how. Well, I don't know if they want to get wet, but if they want to, then that's
The steam alone
that's very
should help
nice of
them.
you.
Do they shed?
That's a good question. Do they? I imagine they do a
They
little
probably
bit.
do, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably like a little bit
This will-
dandruffy sometimes.
This will
It's like,
nourish them in case of another shedding.
well, then they'd probably very much enjoy that.
I am here for your
That
enjoyment.
sounds lovely. Oh, thank you.
Please, enter the bath at your leisure. Here
Okay.
as well. And he'll pull the bandolier off and he'll put it on the edge of the tub, opening another compartment to it. These are some things that you might not have seen on your island. And you see that there are 6 vials of various different tinctures, tonics, salves. He'll go through each one. Starlight Blossom,
Okay.
Dragon's
Never heard
Breath
of that.
Fern, Moonshadow Orchid, Wispervine, and Stormroot.
I don't know that I've even heard of those. They sound
They're-
very exotic.
Each of them, the harvested from the Fey Wild. Starlight Blossom only grows under the light of shooting stars. They glow, and when they brewed into tea, or inside of even absorbed through the skin in a bath, it grants visions. Dragon's Breath Fern is a rare red fern that, when touched, warms and releases a mist. It's good for fire magic. Moon Shadow grows in moonlit groves, where it absorbs moonlight. It is good at concealing, and anything painted with it becomes hard to spot. Frostfire Lotus is in cold caverns and emits a blue flame. And if bathed in or drank, it provides resistance to elements. Whispervine is it's a blue vine that hums as you approach it. It resonates with the mind.
Oh.
It temporarily grants similar attributes to its users, and Stormroot only grows on mountaintops that are covered in thunderstorms. It gets a bit of a charge and allows similar things. If you'd like, pick one.
You can cast lightning with it?
Or enhances existing lightning, yes.
Wow.
All of these are temporary. I wouldn't suggest mixing them. They could be chaotic, although you could.
That seems very dangerous if you don't know how to measure the proportions. That could be disastrous.
I could add any of these to a bath, or I could put it in oil for a massage later, if you would like. I am trained in 12 different styles of massage. Traditional Arginian, Orian massage. I also know massage Akokan. I know Renai, as well as Dionene and Saphiric.
Wow. Would you have anything close to reflexology?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
It's called
Yeah.
reflexology.
Okay.
The halflings invented it.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, reflexology. That's probably what she'd be more into.
Yeah, you could absolutely do that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. But he absolutely will. Do you want to try any one of those tonics?
Yes, the Starlight Blossom. I mean, maybe
You're gonna do Starlight Blossom. All right.
Yeah, maybe just to have an idea of what we're coming up against.
Okay.
Yeah, because
so
she's very concerned. She's very concerned that, have they made the right choice? And she's going to agonize about it until probably forever.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he is going to reach into a little pouch and he's going to pull a small blossom that almost looks like a piece of star anise, right? And he's going to set it on the water where it floats for a moment and then dissolves into the water, like a piece of Alka-Seltzer, right? And it's going to start to foam the water, and the water's edge is going to begin to suddenly become streaked with light. Not regularly, randomly, with little starbursts of... Please, it should be ready for you.
Okay. Well, she's gonna, well, he can't see anything.
He can't see. He's a blind masseuse.
He can't see. This is all good. I mean, I thought, honestly, she thought they brought in a blind guy so that he wouldn't, get turned to stone. But hey, he just happens to be blind, so that's cool.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, it's a happy accident.
Mystredo is going to hop into the bath. And
it's wonderfully hot. Oh.
Would you like me to scrub you?
Yes, please. Because there's places I can't reach in this. My friends are really bad at it.
I can reach.
I mean, not
wherever
that
you would
they're
like me
supposed to.
reach.
Well, definitely my back. That's
Sure.
it's always the part that I can't reach.
All right. Well, he will absolutely start cleaning your bath or your back. He will also give you like a snake treatment if you want your snakes cleaned. He does like snakes quite a bit, and that will come out during the talk. But while this is happening, can you please do
Lenny
me a
has a
favor?
little shower cap on.
Yep, sure. He can totally have a little shower cap on. Doesn't want to mess
Yes, he has
his
a little
singular hair up that he has from like a little mutant gene.
He has no hair. He just wants to wear a shower cap.
That's fair. All right. So can you do me a favor and make me a charisma save?
Okay. That is a 12.
A 12.
Do I add anything to that?
You add your charisma.
Oh, my charisma. Okay.
Do you have any charisma?
Yep. All of my charisma or just my mod?
Just your mod. When have you
Just
ever
my
added
mod.
all?
Okay, that makes it 14.
14? Okay.
14.
You are going to zone out for a moment. As you lower yourself into the water, the oil is going to kind of sting slightly at your eyes as you feel the bubbles kind of burst out of your nose as you just kind of sink down for a moment, letting him scrub into your hair and around your serpents. The water is going to flash ahead of you, like light refracting off of it, but this time you're going to see one of these arcs of starlight. It comes straight at you. And suddenly, the light from the water is all that you can see, and you lose all sense of gravity. You plunge beneath the wave, beneath the water surface. The surface tension no longer holds you, and you find yourself drifting through everything, through a void. Starlight dances all around you at all sides. You can see the great constellations reaching into the distance. You find yourself floating above the world of Ylos, amidst thousands, hundreds of thousands of shards of rock that slowly are forming into a ring around the planet from the broken moon. You can see the twin moons, the moon of the week and the moon of the month, circling the planet as well. The golden and the gray. And you can see the world beneath you. You can see the blotting wine stain that expands out from the Arkosian islands. You can see the wine lapping at the shores of Argeny, to Lugia, Akoka. To the south, it splashes against Emrys. Further, it begins to stretch across the Dionysian Sea towards the island of Dione. And even other lands still that you knew not existed. What are you wanting out of this?
She wants reassurance out of it.
Reassurance.
But that might not necessarily be what she gets. She knows that. She knows that.
Suddenly, you're going to feel a lurch at your navel, as if someone has hooked something inside of you and is pulling you at rapid pace. You plunge down into the world and then through it, smashing through the wine-dark sea, and find yourself not drowning, but not breathing. Bubbles erupt from your throat as you are pulled down into the winey, briny darkness. And you find yourself suddenly standing on onyx flooring. The walls are made of mist, the color of twilight. And around you, you will hear a rumble. As you do, the ground is going to crack and explode, and 1, 2, 3 cylinders, tremendous, almost drill grooved towers will rise out of the ground. A fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, and an eighth ringing you. Inside of a citadel of towers, the walls of these are lined with bones and cast in gold. The skulls that decorate the parapets moan down at you. Mouths with too many teeth and plush lips ripe for kissing. They dot the walls and they moan a low hymn. And above you, you see the shape of vaguely humanoid. The skin is night, black and purple. The eyes an infinite void of starlight. And it says something to you. Do you speak Celestial?
No. Oh gosh. I speak Common, Deep Speech, Druidic, and Infernal.
Okay, so as it leans over you, it's going to say in this deep voice that resonates to the core of your being, Vonyar Amin.
But what does that mean?
And a hand is going to lean its way down. A hand as large as you, larger. So much so that it could pick you up. A small mouse. Vanyar Amin. Aruthos Indair. And as it grabs you.
Oh, she was going to step into it.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
You absolutely can step into it. You step into it, and the night embraces you. And you will suddenly splash back to consciousness. Inside of the tub. Are you alright? You nodded off for a moment. I imagine that the tonic worked?
Yes. Yes, it did. I just wish I knew what it meant.
Visions are tricky that way.
Yes.
Are you ready for your foot massage?
Yes, after that, I think I really am.
I am privileged to treat you, my lady.
Thank you. It's very nice to be looked after like this.
Of course. It is my duty.
It's still appreciated.
And if there's anything else that I can do to make your stay pleasurable, I would be grateful for the opportunity.
Well, I don't know how long we'll be here or if we'll be back, but where do you keep all of your medicinals and your herbs and things? I'm very intrigued by what you've managed to collect.
There's a garden in the courtyard where I grow much of it.
Oh. I'd like to see it sometime.
I will be there tomorrow morning if you'd like to visit before you leave.
Yes. Yeah, that would be very nice.
Hmm.
I'll see you there.
Of course. Now your feet. And he will pull out
Yes.
several tools that almost look like pizza cutters. As well as
Sure.
well, basically it's going to be like this, like, you know, those like the herb cutters, like this crescent blades, like that, but it's made of bone.
Yeah.
There are also several bone tools that
Mezzaluna.
almost look like mortar and pestles, like the mortar part of it, or pestle part of it. Which one's
Yep.
the grindy part? Is it the pestle or the
pestle.
mortar? Okay.
That's
Then
the
things that
pestle.
look like pestles and so on. And that is going to be how you're going to spend a bit of time. However, we're going to cut
Getting my feet
across
bashed
the
up.
hall to where Forn, what are you doing inside of this room?
They probably feel uneasy with how everything went. Because, yeah, they bought time for the elves, but they don't know what the Unseelie Court's going to do to the Fae, and he's kind of peeved he missed out on breaking the chain that binds him to a Coca.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably feels a bit restless.
All right. There will be a sudden banging at your door. Loud and hard.
Who is it?
I have been sent for you. Forn. Slave of a Coca.
Forn will go open the door.
You're going to come face to belly button with this immense centaur. Fur as black as night, skin the color of dark, basically like dark ebony wood. Hair bound in these long, kinked braids that hang down his back. He's wearing a bandolier across his muscled chest and looks down at you, wearing this like tiny, little kind of pleated goatee at the front of it. This man looks down at you and just I'm kind of picturing he kind of looks like, you know what, we're going to do an old school and say that he is Centaur Michael Clark Duncan. Right? The Kingpin from the Daredevil movie.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Everybody knows Michael Clark Duncan. Come on, man. Throw me a freaking bone here. All right, so he's going to look down at you and say, I heard you wanted to break some chains.
And where did you hear that from?
Does that matter? Or are you trying not to break some chains?
Depends on the price, but I'm listening.
That all depends what price you're willing to pay. You've got gold? Gold's not gonna buy you out of your chains. You've got treasure?
No.
Treasure can't trade you. You've got blood?
As far as I know,
You've got rage?
that I do have.
Rage is the only way to break chains. Come. My mistress has asked that I show you something. I am Ajax.
All right, Ajax, lead the way.
Until today, I was captain of the Wild Hunt. A captain. Now, I am something else. And he walks down the hall, clip-clopping, clip-clopping.
Forn will follow him.
He walks down a sloped corridor to a spiraling slope that likely was a stairwell. But for him, it appears to be large, large chunks of slope, easy for a centaur to walk on. For you, it is the steps shiver back into place for you. And he takes you down, down, down to the sound of excited calling. You hear the sound of people hooting and hollering and cheering. What do you do, Forn?
Depends what I'm hired for. Stealing, killing, bodyguard.
How many of you killed, Forn?
Can't say I remember anymore. My
Your
memory's
kills
been
are that
shattered.
plentiful.
Maybe.
Watch. See the way that warriors truly fight. He takes you down into what appears to be a dungeon. There are cells along the walls that hang open. In the corner, a huge rock man is smoking a stogie the size of a log, acting as a bouncer. He looks you up and down with a rumbling voice. Goes, "Yeah, you guys are good to enter." Little bits of rock falling off of his chin as he takes a long drag of this log. And on the other side, you can see hooting and hollering all around you. Fey creatures of every varietal are around a large pit. Now, the pit itself is about the size of, say, about the size of a backyard swimming pool. About 20 feet in diameter. And there are about 100 people stacked and looking into there. Amidst them, you will see that there are centaurs, there are satyrs, there are wisps, there are strange pale creatures, there are shadow elves, there are all manner of fey creatures inside of this pit. And also some humans as well. There's one human over in the corner that's barking a bunch of bets. A really kind of squat guy with long white hair and a black beard, a bunch of scars on his face, going, "I'm betting on that one over there, the red one." Across the way, you can see others that are betting as well, and it seems to be a pretty riotous good time. And in the center, a small, green-garbed man with fiery red hair is going to be going, all right, place your bets. He's about the size of a child and walks around on these little winged green galoshes that keep him afloat. All right, any bets? We've got a naiad. We've got a naiad against an oread here. Winner take all. All take the winner. Which will it be? Will it be water or will it be fire? I'm betting on fire. Fire's gonna burn it. You're a fool. There's no way, a hag says, that water's not going to put out that fire. What do you wish to put your bet down on for, Forn?
I say the fire. If the fire's hot enough, water doesn't stand a chance.
The guest bets on the fire. The leprechaun or clericon or whatever the hell he is comes over to you and goes, "What will you bet, lad?" How about your eye? You've got two.
But if I lose, I'll fight the next opponent.
Oh, will you now? Are you saying you'd like to participate?
I have some anger I could use something against.
Is that
Lots
a yes?
of frustrations. Yes.
Then why wait? And you're going to feel a giant hand on your back, and you are shoved inside of the pit. As you are shoved inside of the pit, you are going to feel yourself kind of shrink down to fit this newfound arena, and you're going to hit the ground hard in the sand. And you'll hear above you Ajax's voice echo down like a god into this arena, and you realize that you are like a tenth the size you were a minute ago. And you'll hear, "Forn, I choose you." And with that, I would like an initiative roll, as you will hear, "Naiad, I choose you!" "Oriad, I choose you!"
Yep.
All right, folks, it's time for a duel! And let's roll initiative.
It wasn't a great roll. But you didn't just get shoved down there.
Okay. Well, you just had to say yes, Traz. All right, what's your initiative at, bud?
8.
8. You know what? You are only going second with that.
I'll take it.
I rolled real bad. Okay, so the Naiad will go first. Then it will be Forn. Then it will be the Oriad. As you look in front of you, you hit the ground hard, and in front of you, water is going to swirl into the fey shape of a blue-skinned, bright glowing-eyed creature. Next to it, fire is going to erupt, and a woman made of embers and flame dotting her sparkling skin will appear. And you will hear, "Fight!" The Naiad is going to look around at what is happening here, and is going to cast Fly on itself and take off and rise about 30 feet above everybody here. That is going to be her action. What is your action, Forn? You are all about 60 feet from each other at a triangle pattern. Basically, 60, 60, 60, 60.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Because I had temporary HP from my last game. Do I still have that?
Yeah.
Cool. So I have 40 HP to answer your question, Robin.
40 HP. All right, let's do it.
You have half of my HP.
Bad rolls and negative con hurt a lot.
All right, let's do it. What do you do?
Forn's gonna take off his mask, irritated, and there's gonna be two fumes of smoke coming on each side of his mouth as his eyes take on a draconic appearance. And the scales from his clawed hand are gonna start spreading throughout his body, and he's gonna start swelling up his strength. And with a roar, Forn would like to rage.
Okay. Sounds good. Bonus action to rage. What are you doing?
I am. Let's see, which one am I going to go after? I'm going after the one still on the ground. I'm going to go after the water one, and I'm going to start punching with
the fire one's still on the ground.
The fire one. That's what I
Yep.
meant. The fire one.
Sounds good. As you rush forward, you are going to feel yourself rage. Heat is going to emanate out of your chest, almost as if your heart is trying to glow through your ribcage. And as it occurs, though, you are going to feel this kind of constriction around you, like someone is tightening something around your chest. It's just going to be for a moment, but like your ribs are trying to constrain your heart. And like something outside, you're going to hear the pull of metal. Links. All right, what do you do? Running forward, you're going to attack?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. You may attack with advantage. I'm going to spend a hurt, or something good happens for you.
All right, so first attack, that is at nat 20.
Oh my god, beautiful.
And I'll spend one key point and make that a stunning strike.
Okay. That's a fail. Unless my DC is 10.
No, your DC is 15.
Okay. All right. So, that first hit, the Oread is stunned. You are going to do full damage. Double damage, actually.
So that's...
And what type of damage are you doing?
Send this fire. I'm doing lightning, so he sends essentially a shockwave into their chest. Then, you know.
All right, go ahead.
And I didn't roll great on the second die, but that's 11 lightning damage.
Okay, 11 lightning damage. All right, and you have advantage on your second attack.
Yes, and that is going to be that's 17.
That's a hit. Are you flurrying? Oh wait, you can't flurry because you raged.
Nope, can't flurry, but that is
And
still
are you remembering
7
to
more
add
points of lightning damage.
Beautiful. Are you
The
ready
rage?
to add
Yep.
the +2? Okay, cool. All right, so a total of 18 points of damage as you rush forward and go. That is going to do a significant amount of damage. They're not quite bloodied, but they are very unhappy. They are stunned until the beginning of your next turn or end of your next turn.
Let me read the been a minute. Let's see.
Well, it doesn't matter. Let me know if at the beginning or the end. The Oread is going to be stunned directly in front of you. And at that, the Naiad is going to swirl above you and is going to rush down and try to hit you with 2 touch attacks. Is your AC 20?
It is.
You are going to feel this Naiad swoop down, and it is going to just put its hand...
I'm going to use my reaction and unfurl my wings and push my AC to 23.
Oh! Okay, is that for the turn or just for one strike?
I think it's just 1 strike. Just 1 attack roll, so just for that 1 strike.
All right, so you are going to push one hand back, but the other hand is going to reach forward and just touch you on the forehead. And you are going to take 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make me an intelligence save.
Well, that could have been a little bit better, but... that's a 12.
A 12?
And do I have determination?
You do have determination.
Yeah, I'll use my
Yes.
determination, make it a 15.
Okay. You are not going to be stunned by this, but as it touches you, you are going to flash back and feel cuffs of iron around your wrists and around your ankles. And you are going to see many robed figures dressed in gold and silver robes in front of you. A shaft of light is the only light in this room, and it's coming from the ceiling directly down on you. You are chained to the ground inside of undulating circles of stonework. And you are going to hear a familiar voice say, "You have been charged with murder. You have been charged with genocide." You were sent to acquire the eggs for safekeeping, not to destroy them. Not to consume them. So tell me, foul creature, how did it feel to destroy the last clutch of brass dragons on Ylos? All right, and as she says that, we are popping back into your initiative. It is your turn.
Well then. And they're both near me now, right?
They're both near you, yes.
Cool. As I'm getting yelled at in the chat.
Fadia in the distance is screaming.
Oh no. So I'm going to position myself behind, have both of them in my line of sight, and I'm going to release Poison Breath.
All right, let's do it.
Which the stun one
Perfect.
fails.
All right, so you reach back, you blow poison into the air, and both of these creatures look at you impassively. Immune to poison they are.
Ooh, noted.
All right, do you have anything you want to do as a bonus action?
That's only one of my attacks, so I still get my normal attack.
Yes, that's right, I forgot.
So I'm going to still pummel the stun one then.
All right.
I still have advantage, so that's a 18 to hit.
18 to hit. All right,
And I'll
that'll
do
hit.
more lightning, so that's another 7 damage.
Okay, another 7 damage to the same one. Sounds good. Okay. Now it is going to start to have bits of the molten lava that make up its skin falling off. Are you doing a stunning strike?
Yep, since they can't really do anything. And I'm going to do
I
flurry.
have a 13.
That's still a fail.
Okay, I'm going to spend a hurt the more to reroll. I have a 13. Damn. Okay.
And I'm going to spend another key point and flurry 2 more strikes against them, since I was able to attack. That's a 21 and a 23.
21, 23, those are both hits.
Nine, 6. That's 15 more lightning damage.
15 more lightning damage. Oh, it's on its last legs. 1 second. Okay. Sorry, had to pull something up real quick. Okay, that is going to be... This is going to be your turn. The Oread is still stunned. The Naiad is going to make 2 strikes at you again. That's going to be a... it's going to be a 17.
Misses.
And a 21.
Reaction wings. So
All right,
miss.
hurt them more. Let's re-roll that. Yeah, hurt them more. Let's re-roll that.
Gotta beat a 23.
I'm having trouble with that one. All right, they're going to lash out at you twice, not able to get through your winged defenses. Damn, that's a good ability. Forn, it's your turn again.
Cool. Since Blaze doesn't work, first attack, lightning breath.
Okay. All right, so is that a dex save?
Yeah, it's a dex save, so the stun one will fail. So just the water
Okay,
one.
and the
needs to
other
make
one
save.
actually only got an 8. Oh, wait, pardon me. Does this count as a magical effect? It does not. It's just an area effect. So, we're good.
So that is. I don't think I add anything to this, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, I got a Something Good Happens and a Drama Bomb.
Those are 2 martial die, so that's 6 lightning damage for both of them.
6 lightning damage for both. All right. The fire one is going to collapse to the ground at that point, turning into a puff of basically like a moat ember. And as that occurs, it is going to be the Naiad's turn. The Naiad is going to go all
I still
out
got more
here.
attacks. Wait.
Oh, you still do? Oh, man. So many attacks.
So I will use lightning against the Naiad.
Okay.
That's actually not a great roll. That's only 12.
12 is not going to be enough.
Cool. Then bonus action, I'll just punch it.
All right.
And that's a nat 20.
Oh, my God. Okay. Let's do it.
Oh, there went that die. Okay.
It's gone forever.
That's 9 plus 4. That's 13 lightning damage, and I'm going to attempt to stun this one too.
Okay. No, you do not. That is going to be a 21.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not. Okay, Cool.
Okay, so you strike this one, and it is going to look at you, and it's going to break apart around your fist as you strike it, and the electricity pumps through it. I need you to do me a favor and make me a wisdom save.
Ooh, it's one of my better ones.
It is, but you're going to roll a 2.
No, that's a 17, and how much do I add to that?
Damn.
That's a 23.
That's 23. All right, it turns into a swirling mass of hypnotic patterns, as if starlight is echoing off of its surface. I'm going to spend a hurt them more, or a drama bomb, and
Do it.
I'm going to make you roll another int save.
An int save? Okay.
Another int save, please. As you still feel a little bit of cool water on your forehead, and your memories are going to start jarring.
18.
18. Okay, you are not going to be stunned by this, but you are going to temporarily be pulled back into that vision. For, her voice echoes out again, for your crimes. You will be executed. You will die. But worry not. You will not reach the beyond. Your soul will not be committed to the orphan. Instead, like the honored ancestors, you will be bound to this existence until you have made up for the horrors you have committed. Sarman, I invoke this punishment, and I name you Forn, the unworthy. May your crimes someday forget to trail you. But until then, may you experience every hell that you deserve. Off with his head. And you're going to snap back too. What do you do, Forn?
I'm going to start lashing out at this thing that keeps messing with my head now.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I don't roll with advantage, so... That is a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
And extra attack, that is 14 for the second attack.
14 for a hit. Yep, go ahead. How much damage we got?
So for those two attacks, also lightning. That's 6. 5, so that's 11 more lightning damage, and I'm going to flurry.
Okay. All right, do it. So total damage for this round?
That's 11 so far, plus that's another 22 to hit.
Okay.
And a 19 to hit.
Okay.
That's 10 plus 5, 15, so 26 damage total. As he just lashes out in rage.
In your rage, how do you do it?
I think punch...
Say it to his face. Say it to his face.
I'm going to. He's going to punch him 3 times with the last strike, grab his face, and just send electricity throughout the entire body, killing him.
Ooh. Okay. And with that, he will dissolve into water in front of you, collapsing onto the ground, and just basically as a rain. And with that, a cheer will go up from the crowd. And you will be plucked out of the ring by an immense pinky pale hand, garbed in green, who will drop you back onto the floor.
I think as his rage subsides, he's just going to breathe, and steam's just going to erupt from his body as he cools off.
Looks like we have a winner here. Problem is, you didn't wager anything, boy.
No, I got enough out of it.
Did you? It seems, Ajax says. Like you've loosened those chains a bit.
I have. And I've found out more about what happened to me.
Anger has a way of doing that. Good job, boy. Stay angry. And he'll
I will.
smile with sharpened teeth at you. Meanwhile, we cut back upstairs. Tyria and Raja laying in a pile of sheets. The smell of fruit and sweat and etc. thick in the air. You're very enthusiastic.
Well, I'm on a time limit. Gotta be efficient.
Do you think your parents will like me?
I think they will, yes.
I want to see this maze of yours.
Oh, I cannot wait to show you. We may have done some damage to it on the way in. But,
Really?
Nothing
Perfect.
that can't be repaired before they wake up, I hope. We'll see.
No. Let's wake them. I would love
Yeah,
to
that feels
repair
more
your maze
important.
alongside of your parents and you.
Oh, it could be a bonding exercise.
I never had parents like that. It would be good. Very good for me.
Well, I can't wait.
My wife.
In the meantime, you know how that ring works? The sending stone rings.
Show me.
Can send you secret messages. Ooh.
Really?
From,
Okay.
as far as I know, anywhere. I hope. It had better work from anywhere.
I'm happy that you will always be next to me. Even when you are far away.
I am too. I had to do something.
I have never known that I could crave the flesh of another and presence of another. Like this. Mind you,
Same.
I'm no prude. I have lived in the Fey Wild most of my life. But I feel
Definitely interesting here.
being with you is like getting my first taste of wine after a lifetime of water.
Aw, do you feel like I found a home? Out here in the middle of nowhere. Or everywhere, I suppose.
I'm so happy.
So what
that-
will you do while we're doing dream things?
I'm a builder.
He's gonna look him up and down. Oh, I can tell.
But also, I am an architect. I will start drawing up plans for a house.
Oh, I can't wait to see them.
They will need to be hewn into stone, so that will require a bit of research. What is the composition of the stone outside of the labyrinth? Basalt? Granite? Marble?
primarily granite. There are some mix. It depends where you're at on the strata, of course.
Yes, of course. I'm mostly looking for the hardness index so that I can make sure that the pressure points do not cause any type of cave-in or general erosion over the generations. I wish to build something for our children's children's children to be proud of.
Oh, poor Tyria. She's just gonna melt a little at that, I think.
Also, that we can do expansions if we have more than one litter.
Planning ahead. Sounds good to me.
At the very least, I have enjoyed attempting to make a litter.
We'll have plenty more opportunities, I'm sure.
You will come back to me.
Mm-hmm. You stay safe. I already had so much to come back for, but now I've got a little bit more, so... Well, or a lot bit more, you know.
Oh, yes. Well, I do eat a lot of protein.
Well,
Let's-
I can't wait
let's
to
say-
see the plans.
I want to give you something. A gift. For my beautiful bride. This, and he'll stand up and walk across the room, giving you a great view of naked Minotaur butt. And he will pull his toga off one of the shelves that it's been tossed over, and bring it over to you. And he's had this like kind of similar like this toga wrap around it, made of shimmering blue. This was given to me, kept with me. I was swaddled in this. A gift from my parents. It has always brought me fortune. I want you to take it with you, so that you may bring it back.
I'm sure it will keep me safe, and I will keep it safe.
Yes. Do you think your friends need you now?
Probably.
Oh.
But I'm sure they can wait half an hour.
Or more. And he will hop onto
At
the bed,
least.
which is heroically sturdy.
It would need to be.
Millie, add a cloak of protection to your character sheet.
Ooh, nice. Will do.
All right. And as he jumps back into bed with you for a round of fun, I think that's a great place for us to take a quick break, everybody. So,
Sounds good to me.
folks, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Everybody, welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to talk to the chat for a minute, and then we're going to go back into game. And hey guys, everybody's going to get laid except for Forn, unless Forn wants to sleep with Ajax. A horse is a horse, of course.
See, when you started describing that centaur, I forgot about what color of coat the centaur from my past was, and so I thought that's who that was until you said.
I mean, there's only so many coat
like,
colors, you know.
Well, no, and the one I chose was a dark bay anyway, so it wasn't black.
A Michael Bay. So yeah, how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. If you're not on the Patreon, join the Patreon so you get a bunch of early content. I need to figure out what color of tiefling I'm gonna be. I'm playing a tiefling in in Avernus, because of course I am. But I'm either gonna do
Hallie.
red or blue. What?
I said I'm ASMR.
ASMR.
ASMR. Ooh, damn.
ASMR.
Yeah.
How about like a nice teal tiefling or
So here, tell you what, I'll send you some in our group. I'll send you color tests that I did. I didn't do around the eyes, so I'm not sure what the final will look like, but hold on. Because teal is one of the colors. It's either light blue, teal, or berry red. And
Amy's gonna get very confused looking at the Arkos chat.
well, she should have showed up for the
I know.
fucking thing. So
I
there's
put in all caps, Amy, lore. Forn
okay.
did a murder.
Yeah, I'm sure my Discord's gonna blow up later from Amy.
What the fuck? What's going on? Why did you eat
Although,
that?
I mean, kudos to her for being dedicated enough to not pay attention to the chat while she's still supposed to be studying. So,
She's
I mean,
sleeping
good
right now.
Probably has it muted, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah.
She's napping. So blue, red. The red's only one coat, but and then teal.
Let's see.
And chat, don't worry, chat. I'll show you too. So there, I did some tests. Oh wow, it's actually blue screening me out. Whoop,
Huh.
boop.
It's also very not focused at the time
So
too.
yeah, doing some red. Yeah, it's because of the new camera. Some teal tests, which is blue screening out. Some blue. I love that you can tell that I was like putting on the makeup right after the last episode of Radiant because I've still got all my scars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I gotta scrub all this off anyway. I still had bits of scar this morning, and I used an oatmeal scrub on my face last night. Rigid collodion, don't play around, yo.
No.
Also,
The blue is very
thing.
Avatar.
Blue is a little Avatar, but
It's a
when
little
I have a black
Avatar.
wig and horns, it'll be fine.
True. Yes.
I just
See,
feel
I'm
like the red
between
looks weird.
teal
on
and
me.
red.
I like the teal.
Really, you said blue?
I actually
before.
like. No, I said teal. The light blue is what I'm saying.
That's the light. The light blue is the light blue. Light blue and teal are different colors.
Yes, I was thinking you had a dark blue and a light blue, but
No, I
mean
have a
teal.
dark blue and it looks awful.
Ew. Yeah. Might be too dark for screen.
How was I after the hotel quest?
Yeah,
I
I was
was
say.
spooked. I was spooked. I was so spooked by that game. Oh, it was terrifying. I was very well done. The fact I was scared. I was so scared going into rooms. I was like, things are gonna jump out at me.
You know what I
no,
want?
No.
There's so much hubbubaloo about getting like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I just want them to do like a remaster of 1. I would accept that because it's so good and
It is.
it doesn't need to be that updated. Yeah, when's your next playthrough, Robin? You do
Are
next
we doing
Friday,
anything
maybe?
Friday? Yeah, probably Friday. Honestly, I think Friday nights are good because Fridays, I work 9 hours and 15 minutes, minus lunch break.
Lunch.
So I work 8 hours and 45 minutes every day from Monday to Thursday. So then we take a half day off on Friday every week. So it's just I get to leave early
Nice.
from work on Fridays. So Fridays are good because that means I get to go home, I get to do some stuff around the house, I get to start getting my weekend started, and then I have enough time to chill from working in the morning to then have energy that I want to stream. Because honestly, the hardest part when you're doing your own streaming by yourself is the motivation after you've had a long day of work. And like, I don't want to be in front of people. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to put on the talky face. So I think honestly, Fridays are probably, unless like life happens. I mean, I'm going to my next week, and for like 2 weeks after that I won't be here. I'm going to my sister's wedding, so I will not be doing that obviously after, not this Friday, but the Friday after that, the 15th or 16th, whatever day that is. From that, for 2 weeks I won't be here. So but yeah, honestly I'm thinking Friday evenings, unless life happens, if I want to go to a movie or something like that. But yeah, and I'm thinking Friday nights are probably good times that I'll stream Bloodlines. So I'm thinking this Friday for sure. And then after that, we will see how that goes.
Wow, Matcha Monkey. That's ridiculous. Oh,
What?
Matcha Monkey in the chat saying that they're mates with Mark Ranhagen.
What? Oh my
What?
god.
Yeah, have them.
That's amazing.
Have them show up for Dark Ages. Have them come and say hi.
Also that too. Yes.
Honestly, if he sets up a Twitch, he'll probably get a lot of views.
Mm-hmm.
Like Goths to a Flame. Robin, did you listen to that song I sent you? Oh my Goth?
Which one? No, I did not.
Oh dear Goth.
No, I did not.
It slaps so impossibly hard.
Interesting. All right, let me go into the.
Like it doesn't make any sense that it slaps that hard. It's like, what is even happening here?
I can search by links. There we go. Dear Goth.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe don't play it on the stream.
I didn't mean to play it on the stream. I was opening up on Spotify so I could click like to watch it, listen to it later.
Suddenly, like tons of like little alerts as copyright strikes me. Boop, boop, boop.
It was not even a second.
That's all it takes. No, you usually get about 7 seconds.
You get 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's Transylvania runs every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, and Robin's Bloodline stream is apparently Fridays.
Yeah, Fridays. Probably like 7. Very similar time. Just because I get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me time to like eat dinner and then do game. Yeah. So yeah, probably Fridays at 7. And then Vampire Wednesdays at 7.
Wednesdays.
There you go.
7.
It's consistent time.
Yeah.
Boo-boo. Bee-boo-boo-bee. All right. We're going to be going back to game in just a minute.
That's real cool, though. That's real cool, Matcha.
That's cool. You're cool. Yeah, that might be.
I hope it stays sunny after we're finished. I can go outside and maybe get some pictures.
So, it is cloudy and snowing at my place today.
Is it
so not as bad as Bunny.
Yeah.
It's just cloudy here.
we got like a meter of snow.
Oh,
yeah, I don't have that.
Adventure.
I have a dust. You could snort it, you know.
I don't recommend snorting snow.
Probably shouldn't.
I recommend it. Why not? I'm not a cop or a doctor.
It'd probably just be cold.
It might hurt.
A doc copter. What the hell am I even saying? Why do people pay me to talk? It's probably not a great idea.
Because it's fun.
I guess so. All right. Ooh. All right. Hold on. Drink some coffee. Let's head back in the game.
Yeah.
Hydrate.
And then
I've had 5 shots of espresso and I'm still tired. I probably have a problem. I had a triple first thing when I got up, and then I had a double before game.
You're only going to be able to do that till you turn 30.
ADHD.
After that, it goes downhill quick. Like your caffeine tolerance, it's weird.
Huh.
Actually,
not mine.
Well, no,
Not
to your
mine.
for mid 30s. Like when I was in grad school, I was still really good, and then after grad school, it just kind of stopped. Oh, I wonder if that's what I did to myself. Interesting. All right, so I don't want to get too much further ahead without Amy, but I've got. Shut up, dog.
Yeah, my dogs are going
My
up in the
packages are here.
background too.
What'd you say, Trez?
Yeah, all my dogs are going nuts, and it's not because of packages. I don't know what they're barking at that's driving me nuts.
Dad, 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 dad.
I'm not his dad. All right, so I've got a bunch of points to spend. We should probably head back into game. Anybody have anything else they want to say to the audience before we do that?
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Come back tonight for Patreon.
Come back for Patreon. How do you get your players' videos to not switch? What software do you use? Sure, Krezik Gaming. So we use Ping, and Ping does a direct browser source. So basically, each one of these windows is a direct browser source from the player. It's ping.gg. And we're very fortunate to have Ping support us like this, but it allows a direct browser source. So they're pumping their video directly into a browser extension, which means that it is a stable video. And that means that if, say, like I turn something off, they don't vanish or shuffle. Like with Zoom, you normally, so a little bit behind the scenes here. If you were doing a game like this and you're using like a framed setup like this, where there's like, 6 boxes, if you're doing Zoom, odds are, or Discord, you're doing a screen capture and then you are tapering it down and cropping it to that window. The problem with that is that unless they fixed it in Zoom, or when during the pandemic at least, when someone leaves a Zoom call, it reorganizes the window entirely, which means you'll see a lot of actual play streams where people will just suddenly be in the corner, like only the top of their forehead will be visible. It's because someone dropped the call. And to fix it, then you have to recrop everything, you have to readjust everything, you have to move everything. And at that point, the guy joins the call again, and suddenly everybody's messed again. And it's just this big thing. So we use Ping for that. I've heard that ninja.video does a similar thing.
Yeah, Video Ninja.
Video Ninja. It's not as good as Ping, but it's free. So give it a try to start it. And one of the benefits of this is before I've also had everybody pop on their own green screens, which allows me to do things like have complete control of their backgrounds. So boop. So if you saw my OBS window right now, you'd probably have a seizure, because that means that I have on this screen, I have in this source, I have, I would say, without exaggerating, probably 60 backgrounds ready on this. And it's everything from, let's see, we'll go to the Fey Wild, and I just want to prove this. So Symposium, Ship, Maze, Dock, but I also could go the Sharp Cliffs. I could go to...
It's great when you do that thing by accident that resets all the backgrounds and they all just go rapid form. And you can see...
So that, I think I can do that right.
Yeah,
I forget how I trigger that. Burning.
That's always fun.
Yeah, it's because I move something and then I hit Control Z and it like tries to shuffle everything. And it's put everybody in front of it. If I had a Starbucks image, I totally could. But I have this all done up. You guys are in a bathhouse now, so I've got it all set up so that we can constantly have different backgrounds and things like that. My only problem is that we've had a little bit of problems with some audio syncing, because our browser extensions have to run through Chrome, and Chrome does not like playing with other audio. So thus, at the beginning of some of our episodes, you'll hear us, if you're watching live, it'll be like, all right, everybody, wait a sec for Roll20 to catch up, because it sounds like I'm talking through a fishbowl at them, where there's like, through the tunnel,
Most of the times at the beginning when you start to the recap, so for us it's like, yeah, we kind of know what happened last game, but then there's sometimes when you like jump right in with plot and something, and like, so this person does this, and it's like, sorry, you sounded nothing.
If you'll notice, for the past 2 months, I always start with a recap while I turn the music on. Because I worked it into my bit. I know.
Yeah.
You learn techniques and tricks for getting past things. It's also like as far as costuming on camera, we've run a bunch of panels about it. This shirt that I'm wearing, Krista made it for me in an evening while we were hanging out at her house, and it's basically like, it's Johnny Depp's shirt from Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, this thing is a crop top because it only has to go down below the camera, so like it's pretty long in the front, but my back is up like it almost goes up to the ribs in the back. It's a little chilly. A little chilly. I wasn't expecting to run this.
I have a heated blanket. Well, not heated blanket, but I have a heated like back pad on my my legs right now, because we started this game in the cold in the summer, but so now I'm just a bit chilly.
Well, thanks, Classic Gaming, for asking the questions. If you have any more, join our Discord, ask us, or next time we have a talk to the chat, ask us. I want to get back in the game today, but thanks for asking. I'm always happy to help. The more good content that's out on the internet, the better. And yeah, The only I'm not very precious about a lot of what we do here, because if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. The only thing I've ever been precious of is that time that people literally stole our graphic designer's work. There was another stream that literally did a screen capture of one of our games and then just pasted their logos on top of it. And that was
that's quite a bit different than sharing techniques and software and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. The straight up theft.
because it's like if you look at this layout and you're like, this layout's pretty good, and then you do your own version of it. I mean, change it. Don't do the
Yeah,
exact same
someone
thing.
stole
Yeah.
light
Do not.
layout.
Yeah, they
Do not
actually stole the
copy.
layout so much that Mike did an overlay of it, and he's like, "Yeah, I've dropped the opacity of our overlay to 50%. There is 0 pixels overlay, like not overlaid." The only thing that wasn't copied exactly was they put their logo over the Dorktales logo, but bigger. It was like, you guys suck. You guys suck.
Yikes. Yeah,
That's our
that's no fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
don't-
I don't know. I feel like sharing technology and software and tips and stuff is kind of like something that's beneficial. Like, I don't think there's any reason to gatekeep content creation. Like, we
Absolutely
can
not.
network and share resources and stuff with each other. And that's how we become friends.
Exactly. And content collaboration is great. Another thing, before we go back in, there's one more thing that you as a creator should know about, and it's called Bard. What's it called? Bard.
Oh, Bard something.
What is it? Krista was really touting it, and it's really cool, but my brain. Not Jonathan Colton. Jonathan Young,
Jonathan Young.
right? Jonathan Young?
Young, yeah. Jonathan Young.
He has been creating a bunch of free to use music now for you, which would be great. Is it Bard? What is it? It has Bard in the name.
Hold on, I can find it. Hold on.
It's not pulling up my search bar. But basically, it's like an online music software that actually you can sort it by in sound effects intensity, so that you can have like trots versus gallops for horse noises and things like that. It's free to use or super cheap to use on a stream, and yeah, hey, it's Moonlight Breeze. Moonlight Breeze. Have you reached out to Moonlight Breeze about Special Project Delta?
Not yet, but will be soon.
All right.
Gotta
Mooney,
get settled and organized first before Project Delta can continue.
Deltarune.
I am intrigued.
Yeah, you should be. All right, so pop that in the chat. It's called, it was like Bard Mix, Bard thingy, Bardash.
Pocket Bard
Oh,
found
that's
it.
really
Pocket
familiar.
Bard.
Pocket
Okay.
Bard.
Yep,
Look
there
up
it
Pocket
is.
Bard.
Okay.
It's also on iOS and Android too, so that's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Nice.
Man, I love music in games. And I can't wait to talk more about them. We're going to have a bunch of talks about it on pocketbard.app, app. We're going to have a lot more about that when we do Dorkx.
Dorkx.
We have too many things with Dork in the name. When we do that in July, whenever in the J months.
July.
The remaining J months. All right, so without further ado, though, let's hop back into game, folks. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. Let's go back to the Fey Wild.
And get some dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of walked into that one.
Yeah, you
All
did.
right, I
Yeah.
walked into that dick. All right, without further ado, let's hop back in. Hello and welcome back to Dreams of Arkos, here on Dork Tales. After a lengthy worship session, Deianera, with your new deity, patron, person who gives you divine powers, you awaken in a haze. A dreamy warmth, a dreamy chill, more than anything, filling your extremities. There is a knock at your door, and a knock at the door across the hall. And each of you, in turn, is summoned. There's a small gremlin-like creature in the hallway with broad bat ears, green flesh mottled with brown, dressed in a butler's uniform, who summons each of you. And as your doors open of their own volition, as you step toward them, just This gremlin will look over at you and say,
Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served. Please, accompany me to the main hall.
Okay.
Might as
Thank
well.
you.
Is Raja coming too, or is he not included in this dinner?
This is a planning meeting for your time ahead. If you would like to bring your husband, you may.
Look at
There
him
will
and
be.
shrug. It's up to you. I
I
can
will be
just flame
quiet
in
in the
later.
background. To be fair, I am quite famished. We made quite a
It's a good workout.
it's a very good workout. I'm
Training,
going
of
to be-
course.
Of course, yes. For babies.
Just elbow him.
A workout
Oh.
for babies?
Hey, babe, we're married. We're married, my darling. This is allowed, yes? In Arkos,
Yeah.
do
That's what
men
babies
not
do.
appreciate their wives?
Oh no, they'd better.
Oh, me, yes. Yes, absolutely. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate
Well, we know.
that booty.
Don't you mean that muti?
What is a muti?
Don't worry.
Now I am suddenly
booty.
worried.
I was doing a play on the fact that you are both bovine.
Ah, I get it.
Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Good. I will eat with you. Yes. All right. So,
Bunny, how dare you?
how dare any of you?
With that
Sorry,
moosey.
I posted something
Oh,
deeply cursed in our private chat.
Nah, moosey.
You've earned your opening joke next episode. Now, just
Yep.
Go.
Oh no.
I came up with it.
Mhm.
I came up with it.
Mhm.
It's clever.
it's.
Mhm.
Oh God damn
It's a giggle.
it. Okay.
That moosey.
That moosey. Oh God. My
Love it
sister
when
was
Kelly
bit
rolls
by a
his eyes
moose
at
once.
us.
I think that's sort
That's
of
what
your
you know
goal
is
as a
good.
player, isn't it? Is
Pretty
to annoy
much,
the DM
yeah,
as much
yeah.
as possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
If we're doing
Give me
if
to
we
roll
get
my
that
eyes,
reaction, we're
get Krista to
doing our
snort.
jobs. Yes, that too.
And me just to break down.
Yep.
Or to do the horny fan.
Yeah.
All right, so you are going to be led to a sweeping veranda. Hunting dogs bay outside as they chase down foxes, and foxes chase down hunting dogs. It is the circle of life. As you are brought into this wide sweeping vista, there is a large table set for you. Big enough for a dozen, but well suited for you. Various plates of succulent meal have been placed down with in the center of the table for sharing, but of course each of you has a place setting with a silver a silver cover containing your meal. Several nymphs cavort around and fill glasses with shimmering red wine. And as you take your seats, there is a spot at the head of the table that is vacant.
Please grab a seat and enjoy your meal while you plan the time ahead. Your guide will be here shortly.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have a cushion I can sit on?
All things
I'm afraid your
are
chairs
provided.
won't.
And
Wonderful.
a goblin will go out going,
Oi, what's this then? Got a pillow here?
Perfect.
Oh my, you're a big horse,
Yes.
my lady.
They say wide load at the back.
I didn't see a sign.
It's hard to see the tattoo under the fur. Just shaves the back though.
Oh, I've got myself a tramp stamp too. You know what? I'm gonna spend a hurt them more for this. And he's gonna turn around and lift his little waiter outfit up, showing that there is a tattoo on his back. Does anybody read Goblin here?
Let me see. Nope.
Can we say Amy does?
Okay, let's see if this. Oh, it won't let me translate that. Okay. So you will see that there's a bunch of goblins scrawled there. You can absolutely make me a intelligence roll to try to figure it out.
Perfect. Also, I love the
Just
fact that
ask him
Celia
what
Little
it's
Rabbit just dropped into stream, being like, "What an incredible moment to
It's
come
gonna
into
get
the stream."
worse,
Yes,
so enjoy.
welcome. Intelligence, eh? That's a 3.
3. You're like, that words exist in language.
That's a 15.
A 15? You're pretty sure that says mean, green, and then the word under it, you're not sure. It doesn't look like a real word. You know that it starts off with the goblinese for goblin, but then it goes off on its own tangent into something else. It's got a couple of repeating consonants, you know that.
Damn it.
You figure it out,
Really?
and I'm gonna put that in my notes now.
Great.
Okay. So I will say Gwylan's here as well. So Gwylan is sitting at the edge of the table and looks at that and goes, and takes a long drink.
Yep, that's about my thoughts on it too.
Please enjoy your meal.
The gremlin says, and several of these nymphs are going to go around and start pulling the trays open for you, letting out steaming succulence for you. I have to ask, is anybody here a vegetarian? Any of the characters a vegetarian? I think everybody here they're from Greco-Roman area, so they probably eat meat. That said, you are going to see that there are nectar-glazed petal pies in front of you. Delicate pies filled with the sweet nectar of Fey Wild flowers, topped with edible flower petals. Next to them, enchanted starlight soup, velvety soup that sparkles like the night sky, infused with essence of starlight and ethereal herbs and cilantro, because everything here has cilantro. As well as a bit of elk mixed with luminescent noodles, infused with lotus. And as you look at them, you're going to realize that the noodles aren't actually noodles, but they are, in fact, still slightly wriggling bits of translucent jellyfish tendril. Besides that, there is a full rack of lamb for each of you, which the one of the satyr maitres is going to look at kind of suspiciously. It's too close to a goat, really. And finally, set to the side are these light, fluffy honey cakes, drizzled with honey that have like a slight floral and berry smell to them. As Gwylan takes a bite of one, it's going to spray custard all over her face and neck, we'll say. Seriously? And yes, she is going to take, as is tradition, 3 points of custard damage.
There it is.
I have the sticker.
Yeah, the sticker's so good. Go to our
I love
T-Public and buy the custard damage sticker or t-shirt. And as that is all occurring, a satyr is going to traipse out and begin playing on a dulcimer. Do you all enjoy yourselves? Gwylan's going to dig into the pastries more. Oh, they're pretty good.
I think Deianera's gonna eat a lot of the, I don't have in my notes specifically that she's vegetarian, but I think she's mainly eats not vegetarian food, and then will eat meat when need to. But I think she generally appreciates more of nuts and fruits and vegetables versus meat. It's kind of a
Fair.
luxury. I think she probably is more pescatarian, to be
That's
honest.
fair. A lot
She'll
of
eat
fish.
like fish because
And,
they're
and game that you catch.
yeah, game meat, catch, and fish. So it's like treat meat.
Treat.
Treat meat treat.
So, is anybody bringing anything up they've discussed or seen throughout the day?
No, Forn seems distracted, not focused.
I ran into the new Crane map today. She warned me that Tatiana is not going to be happy with us. She sees it as betrayal, and that we may want to be on our guard. She may be coming to seek her revenge on us.
Well, Mystredo said just as much before we made the decision. Whichever court we sided with, the other was going to come after us, so not surprising.
To be expected, I think. Although I don't imagine this is the outcome they were expecting, so.
Well, no, but
she just warned me, reiterated the fact that that'll be a real threat when we leave here.
Well, is there anything in particular you feel we should do to prepare?
I heard something today. Does anybody know what Aruthas Ander means? I'm not sure of the language. I didn't understand it. I'm not sure I'm saying it correctly. Vanyar Amin Aruthas Ander.
Does anyone speak Celestial?
Can I attempt to identify the language?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Make me an intelligence roll.
Sure.
And Gwylan, if she does speak Celestial, has forgotten it because I don't have her
That's
character.
fair.
I got a 10.
Not here.
You got a 10? I mean, it sounds ethereal. Like, it sounds fancy.
I think... Well, I don't know if she knows how to cast it, but she does have a spell to comprehend written languages, I think.
That's fair. Hold
okay.
on one sec. I'm just checking her languages right now.
I'm checking the
Let me
wiki
check.
thing.
Yeah, I'm
She has-
checking
She has Common and Elven.
Yeah, it's her
And,
spells don't allow her to do it.
and she has...
Does she? She has comprehend languages.
Does she have Comprehend Languages?
Let's see if
All
I've
right,
got it.
sure. I'm going to spend it something good happens for
Spells.
you. So she's going to be sitting there. She's Say that again. Hold on.
Vanyar Amin Aruthas Ander.
Weird. Say my name. And and dream and slumber. It can mean a bunch of things. But sleepy and sleepy time. It's the verb for sleep, but it also could mean to dream, or to have a nightmare, maybe. To have visions. Right. The first part's easy.
It wasn't a vision. Okay, but the name part.
What was this vision?
It was strange. I saw it was like I was floating above all the land, and I could see the poison of the sleeping sickness as it moved across the land and the water. And then suddenly I found myself standing in this kind of a formless space, but a solid flooring. And then all these pillars rose up from the ground, and there were 8 of them. And then this voice saying, Vanyar Amin Arutha Sander, and a giant hand coming down to me, and it was like it to take me somewhere, and I stepped into the hand, and then I woke up. So I really don't know what it means or what it could portend for us. I'm curious about the 8 pillars, what they represent. And it was filled with bones and skulls and mouths that were humming or chanting.
Well, do we need to get this dreaming god to say the name and fall asleep?
I don't know. I don't know if somebody else is supposed to say the name, or if we're supposed to say the name, or maybe it's a warning about saying a name. I mean, like I said, I didn't know what it meant, but something definitely was suggesting that I should go somewhere. Whether that means we all go somewhere. It could mean this trip. It could mean so many things.
And as you say that, a shadow is going to cross the threshold of the room. The empty seat at the head of the table is going to be cast in darkness, and a figure in a long black hood knit from spider webs is going to appear in the doorway and take a step into the room. Looking at them, you can see underneath the hood that they are absolutely androgynous. High cheekbones, pale skin, a slightly pinched face. Slightly is underestimating it, actually. They look like an actual living form of almost like a Tim Burton, like the Corpse Bride type of animation, right? Giant eyes that dwarf the rest of the face. Tiny nose, hollows beneath those immense dark eyes. Hair that hangs low and scraggly in tufts of midnight black and blue. The figure appears in the doorway. And as they do, the dulcimer player is going to give a little start and stop playing. Do not stop on my account, it says, its voice much more of a whisper than I have to convey to you. No matter how loud this individual speaks, it will always be coming at a whisper. You are the party that I am to guide.
I think so. Welcome.
Yes.
I'm your guide to the realm of dream. I am Grimzel. Might I sit with you?
Grimzel,
Yes.
I believe we have a seat ready. Tyria, nice to meet you.
Deianera.
I'm Mystredo. Oh,
Yes,
I guess they would have told you.
I know of your names. Why is it that you wish to travel to the land of dreams, though? I know your reason, but I must warn you. The way ahead is fraught with peril. I do not think your reason might be worth the cost. There are many worlds. Yours is but one of them. And sleeping.
So, because it's going to be hard and difficult, it's worth letting an entire world sleep and die eventually.
It happens to be the one with everyone we love and care about in it.
And is not dying in
Do they have
one
like
sleep.
a head that can be patted?
Yes, they do.
Head pat.
It shrinks away from you. Dying in one sleep is a luxury. But if you
At a
wish to
nice
go-
old age after living a full life, dying in one's sleep while young is a tragedy.
I have visited
I'd
the
rather
world
not
of
have the
Ylos.
weight of the world on my world's on my shoulders.
Fair. In that case, I will guide you tomorrow. Make your plans and your time. I will take you. I will not go beyond the threshold with you, though. The way of dreams is the way of madness. Fortify yourselves.
How?
However you would. I would find out more about your goals. What do you even know of the Dreaming Lord? Or the King of Nightmares? For you venture into their domain. And the answer is exactly what you've learned this game and nothing more, so...
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully, quite little. But I'm sure they can be hit with a hammer if we need them to be. Even a
Well.
dream hammer. Maybe it'll wake them up.
Hmm.
In truth, not even the queens remember much about the Lord or the King, so long as the realm of dreams merely been a well from which glamour is drawn.
Then they're taking quite a risk sending us in.
It was owed to you from the pledge that you made
Hmm?
to choose the wild hunt. There is another in the palace presently, in the Grand Library. I would suggest seeking them out before you go. Perhaps they will be able to aid you.
Well, anyone say we take this food to go?
I guess so.
You guys take a long time to eat.
I finished a long time ago.
Right?
Raja says. Very good. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for your meal.
Like if a
Beyond
cow
that,
could be a tornado, it would be these two.
it's a meat tornado. You had me at meat tornado.
Moonado.
Moonado.
Tornado.
At the slightly skeleton-esque creature, Grimzolt, being like, I'm not gonna be much help, but Deianera is gonna get up and start walking to the library.
See that action behooves her.
High
I've
five.
always been fascinated by libraries.
That was a good one.
I hope you don't mind. I am merely a guide, and it is not my nature to provide more than what I must.
That sounds fair.
I think it's to be anticipated.
Mm.
Good luck. I will come for you at dawn.
Okay.
Let us pray for a shady day. It will make the transit much more palatable. Then again, with my queen in charge, most days should have a bit overcast cloud cover to them now. They will smile, pick up one of those tarts, and begin to nibble at it with their tiny mouth. Anybody who wants to can make me an Arcana roll to try to figure out what the hell this thing is.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Please.
Head pads, then Arcana rolls. That's how it goes here.
Yeah.
I have a 19.
A 19. That's pretty great. You are going to recognize this fey creature as a slua. So they.
I definitely know what that is.
Do you actually?
No.
I do not.
Slua are a primarily Russian type of fae. They are basically the gothiest fae that were ever gothed. And they are whisperers that live in the walls. They cannot raise their voice above a whisper usually. They can wriggle in any space large enough for, I believe, their head. They're creepy Russian fae.
Not cute.
And that is the more attractive version that I have sent a picture of to you.
See, I pictured
Okay.
salad fingers.
Very small. Yeah, here's another version.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They basically look like goth fairies.
Yeah. Okay.
Or Tim Burton art. They have stained mouths and ghost fairies. Yeah, ghosts as well. Chat, you're right. They also talk to ghosts or are ghosts. All right. So, making your way to the library. You press open the doors and find yourself in an expansive room full of dozens upon dozens upon dozens of books. And as you do, a little figure, barely taller than your knee, is going to approach you, give you a look up and down, and say, "Hello there. Welcome to the library. I'm Headmaster Torn. How can I help you today?" And you'll see that throughout here there are a number of sprites moving around, recataloging things. The library branches out like the wings of a butterfly from this central corridor.
So
Yes.
Deianera left right, like as she said she was leaving. Was she able to get like a few minutes ahead of everyone?
You probably got about 30 seconds to a minute ahead of everybody.
Okay. That's not gonna be enough. Cool.
Okay. So, this little, like, bearded, we're talking like, this is like a garden gnome type of creature with very large serrated ears, is going to look up at you and, Centaur. Domesticus equinus humanus. How may I help you today?
Well, we heard you have a guest in the library that can help us.
Yes. I can direct you and your friends, he says as the others arrive behind you. If you wish to speak with him, he is transcribing books right now. Now, follow me. And he will turn around and start wandering deeper into the library, which, like I said before, spreads out in both areas like the wings of a butterfly. But as you're facing forward, it rises up in front of you. So picture like the antennas of a butterfly. Two of those wrap up as spiraling staircases that swoop up to an upper mezzanine that overlooks the entire place. The walls of this are complete glass and glittering crystal that look out onto a beatific purple and pink field of clouds, as if this library was jutting over the entire world, nothing but the confectionery clouds in front of you. As you climb the stairs, you will see that there are stacks of book here. It is very messy by comparison to the rest of the organized library. This mezzanine has stacks upon stacks upon stacks upon stacks of books that are just set aside next to this immense desk. This desk is the largest you've ever seen. It makes Mr. Burns' desk on The Simpsons look tiny by comparison. More of a dining table than anything. And as you approach, you are going to see something move in the rafters above your head. Now, everything here is of the darkest wood imaginable. In the rafters overhead, you will see a long serpentine pseudo-dragon, about twice the size of a normal one, whip itself through the rafters and down onto the desk. In its mouth, it is carrying a scroll that it deposits on the desk, where a hooded figure is hurriedly scribing with a quill.
Hello.
A hand is raised.
Trying to save the fate of the unit of our world, but please take your time.
Trying to finish a sentence. Fate of the world. Period. The figure puts the pen down and looks up. And what you're going to see is a fairly average human man. Brown beard, scruffy brown hair beneath a hood. Is going to look up, glance down and at the scroll that's on the table. Thanks, Quill. How can I help you? You're here for information, right?
Yes, about the realm of the Dreaming Lord.
The Dreaming Lord or the Lord of Nightmares?
Both.
Yes, I think we need to know about both.
Well, I could probably do that. Where should I start? What do you want to know? What would be best?
What's your name?
Sorry, I'm Gilas. Everybody just calls me the storyteller, though. And this is Quill. He gestures to the pseudo-dragon. My assistant.
Oh, wow.
Nice to meet you. Tyria, the crew. Y'all can introduce yourselves if you want to.
Forn.
Yes.
Mystredo.
Forn. That's an unfortunate name.
Yeah, it really is.
Huh. Do you know what it means?
I have a vague memory of what it might mean.
It's Old Akoken for the cursed.
Yeah, that tracks.
Well, help yourself to a chair. Anything you need to know, I can try to help you with. What's the plan? You're going to try to save your world from a sleeping sickness.
Yes.
Well, what do you know? And how can I help?
Okay. Who? All right. So she's going to tell him about the vision and right up to the phrase of with the hand outstretched. You know, Vanyar Amin Arutha Sonder.
Say my name and dream.
Who would that mean? Whose name?
Well, it gets complicated. The Dreaming Lord has many names, or has had many names throughout time, and so has the Lord of Nightmares. Let's see. For the God of Dreams, it was Savna, Hulum, Somnus, Reve, Belil, Kanav. Those were the 6 main names that they were spoken of, and if it's the Lord of Nightmares, it would be Kavus, Ephiatus, Kashmar, Ramos, Alume, or Nugi. Could be any of those. Here, I'll jot them down. Oh, thank you, Quill. The pseudo-dragon begins scrawling them out with his claw on a parchment for you.
Thank you.
It makes a shrieking noise at you, like...
Thank you.
As for what the rest of it means, I imagine that you'll have to probably succeed at some type of trial.
Any insights as to what the 8 pillars may mean, or a citadel or parapet like that?
There's an old story. Hold on. And he's going to reach into a satchel and pull out a big tome and start flipping through it. The Lord of Dreams has a realm divided into 4 parts.
Okay.
For each of the cardinal directions. So does the Lord of Nightmares. It's likely that it's the first 8 that I can think of, since I don't think that there's an 8-fold path down there.
Okay.
And there's only 5 of you. Maybe it's a number of trials you have to succeed. Maybe it's best of 8.
Maybe.
I could try to answer any questions you have, but I don't... Your situation seems a bit tenuous.
Well, it is a vision. It's
Notoriously
be
vague.
interpreted.
Exactly.
Can be
That's why they're such
interpreted so
useful
many
plot
ways.
devices. They can mean literally anything you want them to mean. And usually they don't make sense until the end. You often to
That's true.
obscure some type of fact, or some type of plot development that either hasn't been entirely thought up by the author, or that they're trying to obscure from the readers. Probably will make sense in the end, though.
Yes,
Unless,
I just wish I had more of a clue now.
well, that's the problem. You're living out your story right now. If you skip to the end, then what's the point?
True.
So what should we be prepared for?
Yeah.
Trials, tribulations, but monsters,
I think monsters for sure.
tricks.
Tricks
Great.
for certain. You're going into a realm of dream and
Great.
nightmare. What do you think your quest is?
We've versed the curse of sleep that's taken over our world.
It's a good start. Let me tell you a quick story. A long time ago, when the new gods arrived on Ylos, there was much celebration. And in that celebration came a few new gods. The first of which was the Lady Basir, the goddess of mirth and merriment and wine. Her celebrations were vast and all-encompassing, and at the end of each night, at the break of each dawn, the celebrations would have to be cleaned up by either the Lord of Sleep and Dreams or the Lord of Restless Nightmares. And these two struggled with each other. And humanity, well, creation, began to fear them. For you could not tell which you would receive in the morning, after a night of libation. Eventually, the dreaming world began to encroach on the celebration. Daydreams, mania. And so, Sister Basir played a prank on the lords. Had them share some of her wine. And in sleeping, they were sealed in their own realm to rest away as titans or incarnates. Others picked up their purviews. Samira took restful dreams and prophecy along with healing. Zenos took prophecy and plague dreams. But the currents of dreams were always waiting, the currents of nightmares always beneath the surface. And now it seems that an ancient, well, it seems like someone has broken the seal. And now, the conflict between the two has resumed. I'm not sure what your quest is, but if I had to venture a guess, and if I was writing it down for a story, I'd say you're going down there to rescue the God of Dreams from the Lord of Nightmares.
Or to resolve a conflict as old as creation. Easy stuff, right?
So, do we need to say Basir?
She's probably off somewhere.
No, but I meant, is that the name that we need to make them sleep since it's her wine?
I don't know. Maybe. Try it. See if it's might be an interesting ending there. Call in the big sister to do some work. Are you a cleric of Basir?
No.
You're pretty wise. You probably could be a cleric.
I am more for the shooting and the hunt.
Fair. Well, anything else I can help you with?
I imagine we'll have to try and ensure that I mean, are we going to have challenges at determining what is real and what is dream or nightmare?
Maybe.
Hmm.
But I think more importantly, you're going to a place where that question doesn't matter.
Hmm.
You're going to a place where the answer is yes. Is this a dream? Yes. Is it real? Absolutely.
What can you tell us? You say to ask questions, but all the questions that we can think of asking, you are giving very vague and not entirely helpful information.
I can tell you whatever I can tell you. I'm just a bard.
Hmm.
The list of names might be
It's
helpful.
dream is,
Plus, I told you a nice fairy tale.
yeah.
That's true.
It's true, but
If it's dreams and nightmares, I have a feeling we're gonna have to fight ourselves.
Or fight our nightmares. Possibly have them used against us.
That would be an interesting story.
I
Look
would.
forward to reading it.
Well, if we survive it, we might be able to write it.
those say he's going to probably write it whether we survive or not.
No, he'll at least he can write the first chapter.
Tragedies are also very popular.
They are.
Mm.
I'm working on a couple of those right now.
We should be prepared to face our greatest fears then. Great. Should we sit in a
Absolutely.
circle,
Great.
communicate what we're all
Fears.
the most afraid of?
I'm afraid of trying to find something witty to say, but I can't.
I would say something witty, but most of my memories are gone, so I might not know what my fear is until I see it.
Could be a surprise.
Well, maybe we'll just have to remember that it's all a dream.
Well, then I guess you just have to remember to wake up before you hit the ground.
Let's hope.
I wish you all the best of luck. By the way, did you ever come up with an adventuring name? Something that I could remember you by?
Oh. No?
It kind of all happened very fast.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, if you come up with one, let me know.
we all just kind of met at a wedding party.
The Wedding Crashers.
I was just going to say we're the wedding crashers.
All right, wedding
The
crashers.
wedding crashers. There was a lot of crashing when we hit that wedding, I'm just going to say.
The only other thing I can suggest is
True.
maybe go and find your other missing friend.
Right.
Friend?
Is she alive?
Yes,
I assume she
Oh,
would be in there.
so.
Right. Yeah.
She's probably at the center of it. Probably not having a great time.
That's true.
No.
I guess that's what we should
Some
do.
of it.
If there's nothing else I can do for you, I should probably get back to work.
All right.
Take the list. It might be helpful.
Thank you. I was going to ask.
The pseudo-dragon will roll up the scroll and hand it over to you.
Thank you. Lenny waves.
They seem to be communicating.
Good. Lenny needs more friends.
If you ever want to hear any other stories, come back. I don't know how yours ends yet.
Neither do we. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to tell you ourselves.
I hope so.
Me too.
Good luck.
Well, thank you.
Well, I suppose we should get some sleep or something to prepare.
Yeah, you have an early day tomorrow.
I'm going back for one of those pastries first. Maybe two.
Okay, well, I'm
as-
coming with. You can't have all the pastries. If there are some left,
No,
I'm
there's.
participating.
Mm-hmm. I mean, who knows when we're gonna have a pastry like that again?
Right?
I mean, if it's the land of dreams, maybe.
Well,
It's just full of pastries.
Wonder how hard it would be to manufacture a portable pastry assembler.
You're saying this as you head down the stairs toward your food. Gilas watches you go, turns to his pseudo-dragon. Yeah, I know that wasn't the most helpful, but I can't answer I can't answer questions about the stories while they're happening. It has to be afterwards. It's always more fun that way, right? The dragon shrugs. Gileas looks down, pats a couple of tomes that are lying on the table. It's too bad. Would like to talk about these. Not everybody knows how they end yet. And as he does, the tomes next to him. The Shards of Nirn. The Secret of Hexeter House.
and maybe
and
a
dirt.
tiny little fan fiction book written by a sentient ooze and a goblin.
Oh, no. He didn't write that. But it's in...
No, but he might be reading it. Yeah.
No, but a dirge for Exilar is there.
Well,
And with that, I think we're going to call game there.
So we're between now and rain. Between shards and
Hey!
rain.
Yeah!
yay! Now we know where we are.
Yeah, I was going to reference that, but I was like,
Technology.
no, he hasn't met the Raincast yet. Because remember, you guys have met him once before. You guys met him in the Fey Wild in episode 23 of Reign of Emeries.
Interesting.
I need to go back and watch that now.
Go back and watch that. I don't remember you using your you voice in that one.
I don't remember what voice I used. It was 3 years ago. So guess what?
I know exactly. I was
He
like, this is
changes
a
his
different insert.
Maybe he talks like this. Or hello, my name's Gileas. Gileas. Anyway,
I don't remember
so folks-
Gileas. I remember the storyteller. That was it.
the storyteller. Yeah.
Very cool.
With Charlie there, with Charlie boy.
With Charlie. Hello.
Charlie. You mean the dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Pseudo
Quill.
dragon.
He's just a pseudo.
Well, I know, but it's. I feel like it's a little bit of a self-insert
Little
of
Charlie.
Kelly, Charlie.
It's probably Charlie.
It's
All right,
probably
so
Charlie.
folks,
Probably
that is going to
Charlie.
be. It's always Charlie. Always barking in the background. That's going to be it for us today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to pick up again in. Actually, we're.
Is it 2 weeks?
Next month.
Actually, I'm off that
We are
weekend.
off.
So we'll be back in a month on the 3rd of March. Because Robin has to go to a wedding. I'm taking time off for my
Right.
birthday. It's going to be a lot of
Right.
fun. It's going to be good.
Oh, I need to.
But hey, this is actually a good place for us to take an extended, a little gap break here. But in the meanwhile, check out the rest of our stuff. Go watch Rain of Memories if you're already working through it. It's great. And be ready for more of sleepy day, for more homebrew shenanigans coming later this year. I want to thank everybody who supports us on Patreon, first of all, because without Patreon, Dork Tales wouldn't happen. Dork Tales is funded primarily by Patreon, and if you have some extra money and want additional perks and just to support the channel, consider joining at patreon.com/dorktales today. It really makes a big difference. You can also get your name at the end of the episodes, like our divine producer, my mom. Hi, Mom. This is all your fault because you told me I needed to sleep more. Right? And I'm like, I'll make a god because you don't know what you're doing with this tier. Our demonic producers, which I have 3 of, which is so weird, or devilish producers. I have Precarious, I have Shulton, and I have Kelowna Curd. Our wizards of the Patreon, we have Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Sorcerer Sanguine. And our High Council of the Patreon, which is Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Aladeth, Larouk, Mike Baxter, and Iridian. And as always, thank you so much for watching. It really is fantastic to have you here. Why am I so yawny? Ugh. Everybody's tired today, and I don't know why.
It's
Mine's
Sunday.
allergies, so.
Oh, is it?
I'm good.
All right. So, I hope you guys had some fun today. Everybody got food and laid and or beaten up, one of the two. Or massage.
I mean, I actually only took
Massage
one
did.
hit. I'm impressed.
I was like, I'm gonna get stunned. And I got stunned. Nice. So hey, and if you're on the Patreon, join us for another episode of Technocracy Zero Sum in about 2.5 hours. So we will see you very shortly. I gotta go find my other suit jacket for that because my suit jacket's getting repaired right now by Kelle. Thank you, Kelle. All right, so with that, we will see you again very soon. And if you're watching on Twitch, come watch us tomorrow night for Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. Tomorrow at 7. We'll see you later. Good night, everybody. Whoopee.
Bye.